Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Freeman. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Throws to the back. Finds his target down the middle. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
And the Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Motion from the wide receiver. Finding an escape route. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good 3rd down situations, execute on 3rd down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Guys, let's take a minute here and think about UCLA. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are. And now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
The Bruins are moving quickly down the field. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. He's got him this time. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
You gotta like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Bruins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Using his feet to buy time. Oh, better look out. Oh, a lot of space. Pulled down for the tackle.
This quarterback showing a lot of resiliency here on this drive because 1st down he got sacked, 2nd in California, he's able to scramble, and while he didn't get the 1st down, he's able to get a little bit of it back, and he's made this 3rd down manageable now. Let's see if he can make another play here and keep his offense on the field.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the outside. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike. We've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
He'll pull it on the read. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Caught over the middle. It's Freeman. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On the run, it's Cornelius. Slithers into space. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Running back searching for a hole. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Turns it on down the left side. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job. Maintaining these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. On the snap, it's Cornelius. He's going to keep it. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Penn State! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And And he closed the deal by scooting 31 yards for the score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Lost one deep down the right side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
And you could tell he thought he had his receiver down the field to make a big play. But how about the defender? Great job running with the receiver, turning his head, finding the football, knocking it away, and making sure that receiver doesn't get to make the play.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Snagged out of the air. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the Bruins come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Lawton posting the marker, it's Freeman. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
The Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, he'll throw it. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And that is priority number one for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line on this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. This place rocking. The crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Defense. Tripped up for the tackle.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
And the Bruins with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Trying the left side. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The Bruins come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll snap it from the 48 on third and short. The option look. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking, we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on third and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up fourth down.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Timeout, UCLA.
This offense has been money on fourth down here in the first half. They'll try to make it 3 for 3. And the Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's got it inside the 30. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Oh, it's a reverse. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Cornelius. He'll pitch it. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Freeman. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to throw on first down. Looking deep down the right side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
I know this offense has gone for it a couple times early in this game on 4th down, guys, but with this field position, I'd be surprised if they decided not to punt the football away here. You're just too backed up. You can't risk not getting it and just gifting your opponent great field position.
Slips a tackle, and he's got room. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Bruins will kick it off to start the second half. Almost a disaster on that return. They jump on it, and they'll maintain possession. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Right back to the well. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Short yardage play. They'll give it to the wide receiver going to the edge. Crosses the 30. At the 45, on his way. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Penn State. Once he